Ramble.
With the holidays coming up, things can be really stressful. And that's why I love BetterHelp. BetterHelp assesses your needs and matches you with your own licensed professional therapist. It's not self-help, it is professional counseling. You could send a message to your counselor anytime and you'll get timely and thoughtful responses. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches. They offer licensed professional counselors who are specialized in depression, stress, relationships, grief, self-esteem, LGBTQ plus matters, and more. You can connect in a safe and private online environment, and you can start communicating in under 24 hours. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, all without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room. So many people have been using BetterHelp, they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. We want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/sitwithus. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sitwithus. Thank you to BetterHelp, Honey, Faraday, and Hellofresh for sponsoring this episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of You Can Sit With Us. I'm one of your hosts, Becky, and I'm joined by Rachel.
Hi.
And then we have two guests today. They begged and begged and begged to be on our podcast. They said, you know, we're not really that famous, and we want to take some of your clout.
They texted, they emailed.
Yeah,
they rolled over in bed, and they said, if you love me, you'll let me sit with you.
Yeah, so we just had to do it. They're some of your faves. They're cutie pies. They are Eugene.
Yes, I beg to be on here. I'm so happy to be joining You Can Sit With Us for this episode.
And Keith.
We can sit with us.
Perfect.
We can sit with us.
That's the intro we're looking at.
We're excited because we're here. We wanted to talk about cute stuff, and Zach and Ned were like, get that cute shit out of here. Not on our pod. And we were like, well, I know a pod that lets us come on because the name would imply as such.
Oh, this is the cutie episode.
You
The cutie
can sit
episode.
with us.
Cuties
You
only.
can sit with us. Because usually Zach takes the cute branding. Ned has baby, so he's very cute.
They own all the
Very
cute.
cute.
So Keith and I,
It's just out of the cute
we don't
space.
ever get to be cute, so thank you for letting us be here to be cute with you.
You're so cute.
You're so cute.
It's
Thanks for
cute.
joining us.
Kawaii. Thank
Becky
you.
said that we looked like siblings this morning, and I was very flattered.
Yeah, you do look like you could be related.
Tennessee relations?
Yeah. Have you guys seen the Instagram siblings or dating?
No.
It's one of the cutest things on the internet.
Starting so cute.
Yeah. So you actually play a game with your friends, and you would go to this Instagram account and you would click on a picture and swipe through, and you have to decide whether the people are cute or they're dating.
Wow.
Or siblings are dating.
Because it's
That's
cuter if
another
they're
meaner
siblings.
game.
Yeah, much meaner. Siblings or dating.
It's really common with gay men, especially. It's called
I was gonna
boyfriend
say
twins.
that. Yeah,
Boyfriend
especially when they
twins.
start dressing identically.
Yes.
Well, that happens with straight people sometimes too.
And it's often,
Yeah.
no offense for everyone here, white couples.
I was going to say it's usually white people.
Yeah.
It's usually white people look the same.
Yeah. They like that vanilla flavor and they just stay in that
All
section
white
of
people
the,
look the
the
same.
ice cream.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know if I was gay if I'd want to date someone who looked just like me.
No,
Maybe.
I think you definitely would.
Maybe.
I think
maybe,
you
maybe
think Keith
wants to date Shawn
them.
Mendes?
Maybe I wouldn't want them
Yeah.
to crowd my space. Well, yeah, I'd obviously date Shawn Mendes. We look exactly the same, and that would be too perfect.
Such a cutie.
Who's that
Such a
other
cutie.
YouTuber guy who looks just
Grant
like you?
O'Brien
Yes.
of College Humor fame, and we look very, very similar.
At a party from afar, you don't know who is who.
Yeah, it could be either of us. He's
I don't
actually,
think you would date someone who looked like you.
I don't think so either.
No.
I think I don't know who I would.
I think you really enjoy. I think you
I don't
enjoy
know.
inhabiting your particular space as a very tall, goofy guy.
Yeah.
You can't have another tall, goofy guy
Yeah, it can't be
crowding
tall.
the room.
Yeah, I got mirrors too. I just look at myself.
Would you date someone who looked like you? Do you think if you were attracted to women?
I don't think so.
I don't either. Mostly because I don't think I'm like the epitome of like cute hotness or beauty. I feel like I would go for someone much hotter.
Yeah, I would go for the hottest girl I could find.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
would go for the hottest guy I could find too.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Why would I?
I'm
why would
dating
I go
above my station for sure.
I would not. No. I'm going 10 points up.
Yeah,
Y'all
me
would
too.
make a cute couple.
Aww.
Yeah.
I would make a cute couple.
for
Yeah.
us.
I see,
that journey.
I see y'all more as a very sweet lesbian couple and less like sisters.
Oh, I think it's because we both like flowy shirts, you know, little granola.
What about me and Eugene? Will we bang? Will we bang?
Not a chance.
Oh, okay,
10 out of 10 would not bang.
I just threw it to shoot your shot.
No. We'd be wing bros and we go out to the gay
That's
bars
true.
together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We'd have a good energy.
Yeah.
If we were
Make it
single,
work out.
you'd be getting the attention with the pizzazz. You throw the sparkle, and I come in with the silent glitter.
Cool, chill. Hey,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so cool. It's
With the
heat,
abs.
yeah, the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith and the Yang.
You'd actually make one very good one person if you osmosis to each
If
other.
we combine.
Your ideal
You
person.
combine.
Our actual personalities are insufficient of one good person.
I hope that our mass also doubles. So we
Yeah.
just become a giant.
Huge.
We'd be so cute.
We'd be so
Yeah,
cute.
it'd be
So
very
cute. Well, speaking of cute,
Speaking of
Yes.
cute.
well, first I have a question for Rachel.
Oh.
Are you an only child?
No, I have a younger sister.
Is she cooler than you?
Boy, I don't know if she listens or not.
Let her know. Let her
So
know now.
no.
Because there's definitely a cooler sibling.
Cooler? No. She lives in the middle of nowhere, Arkansas. She's not cooler. Is she more of a homesteader than I am? Yes. She
Oh.
makes apple butter in the crock pot and mails it to everyone for Christmas.
You do, but you also bake quite
I know.
a bit.
Bake a
I would
lot.
say you know how to
We're
make
not-
apple butter.
Unlike one another in some ways.
And, she sounds amazing. I would say you're probably the cool sibling. And you're the cool sibling.
My brother's pretty cool.
Y'all are the cool siblings.
I think Becky is the cool sibling, but I think Brian is the secret cool sibling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
He
I'm
is
the
cool.
popular sibling, but he's the
Right.
cool
He's
sibling.
like the
Cool.
hipster
He's
cool
got lots
sibling.
of he collects cool stuff. He's got a good design understanding. He has a lot of cool style. He's very brave
The
with his
mustache
style
is
choices.
unparalleled, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, his outfits are also really nice. He does
He
a lot of
like-
costume outfits.
Yeah, he has a lot of nice clothes. They're like, oh, I wear this shirt only goes with these pants. This is the outfit, and I don't break the outfit.
Yeah.
You got to love a scientist and who's fashion forward.
He's fashion forward
Very
scientist.
fashion.
Oh, no. You know what I just realized?
What?
None of us are the cool siblings. We just have the cool job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're the nerdy siblings
We have
who
the
are
cool job,
weird, who got the cool job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's your cool sibling? Which sister?
Jesus.
The younger one or
No,
the
I
older
don't
one?
know. They're both kind of very type A. So that doesn't really, well, I guess that could be seen as cool. They're both very intrepid, killing the game women in their respective fields.
Wedding dress on your Instagram.
Yeah, she's so cute.
So pretty.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Stunning.
And she's so cool that because she had to cancel her wedding for shout out to Whitney, my little sister. She canceled her wedding because of the pandemic this year. She's the type that she just kind of assesses her stress levels and says, I don't think I want to continually postpone this into infinity, depending on how stupid people are during the pandemic. So she's just like, it's not happening. But it's
for her.
she doesn't care. What makes her cool is that she does have a deposit for this venue. That's a hotel that she can't get back.
So she could use it at
She
any
wants us to
point
go
in the
1 week
future.
and just spend it over the week.
She can always have a wedding if she decides to later.
That's pretty cool,
Yeah.
though.
That
I
is
guess she
cool.
is
That's cool. See, so Whitney's
Okay.
the coolest.
I
Whitney's
guess they
the
are
coolest.
cool. I'm not very
Yeah.
cool, I realized. I just go home and
Pretty cool.
I just go home and
I think
play
you're
with my
really cool.
dogs.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what we are? We're cute.
You're cute.
We're cute.
Are we the cute siblings?
We're the
the
cute
cutest.
siblings, yeah. And
Yeah.
speaking of cute, there's a kitty story.
The crossover episode everyone's been waiting
The
for.
birdie saga continues. I hear you guys told two different stories. Or you both told the same story?
I think we probably both told the same story.
Both told the same
with
story.
slightly
I only
different
heard Becky's version.
emphasis. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I said the same story. But so if you all have listened to You Can Sit With Us, which is you're the audience
You're
for this.
here.
Or perhaps you're a normal, loyal tripod, and this is your first You Can Sit With Us because we have very different audiences. And
Very different.
either way, you have heard the story of the stray cat that we have named Bart and Birdie with a T, not to be confused with Miles's dog Birdie. This was Bertie. This stray cat was hanging around our house for like as long as we've lived at the house.
Yeah.
But it was very skittish, ran away from us. And then at one point, Becky was able to pet the cat. The cat was kind of friends.
With wet treats.
And then
Wet
Becky
treats.
gave the outside cat a wet treat.
And then he never left.
And never left.
It was
So cute.
This very, very
Smart.
pretty cat very clearly was a previously domesticated cat because wanted to come inside.
Yeah.
Meowed outside our bedroom door. It would come around in the morning and go, and then Alfred would immediately run and go.
He's a chirper.
Did you think they
chirps.
were going to bone?
Well, it was a back and forth on whether it was a boy or a girl cat. Old Birdie.
Old Birdie. We
First
weren't
thought
sure.
I wasn't sure. It really looked,
Maybe Birdie
I
wasn't
really
sure.
thought Birdie had a Bergeimer,
Yeah.
and I think I was wrong.
I think he was wrong.
It's a stray cat. You can't
I
guess. so
can't get
close.
over that word.
Bergeimer.
Vagimer?
I think the Try Guys are in a little bubble where we've just gotten to a point where there's nicknames for it, which somehow sound worse than just the regular
Than
old
vagina?
A Bergeimer.
A Bergeimer.
A Margarita.
Okay. Margarita, a Bergeimer.
Baber.
Baber.
But yeah, so this cat was outside for a long time, and it was a sweet cat. And as the cat continued to be outside, we continued to become more friends with the cat. We gave the cat more food and water. We put out a little towel.
A little towel.
It was getting cold outside because down to 40 degrees at night, and we're like, the kitty's outside, and the kid's just sleeping on the ground.
And then we put the towels out. It was this that red YouTube towel that they gave us in like a swag bag once, and we were ready to, get rid of it. So we put it out for the kitty, and the kitty went on top of it and just went.
Immediately, the cat was like,
Immediately
yes,
fell
this
asleep.
is for me.
Yeah.
And I'm
but I
gonna
had to
sleep on it.
put him on it a bunch. Like he would walk away because he liked to follow me. So he'd follow me to the door and then I'd pick him up and I go, no, Birdie's here. And then I walked over and no, Birdie, you sleep here. And I went back.
And Birdie would get up on our air conditioning unit outside so it could talk to us through the kitchen window.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, the cat would see you walk.
Yeah.
One time, I was like, okay, the cat's in the backyard. I'm going to leave out the front door and so the cat won't try to run in. By the time I got to the front door, she was there.
Oh,
She was there.
she was tracking you.
And the cat was, and it was very cute. And it also, once you were petting the cat, it had this adorable little
Yeah.
chirp. It was this
Like, so
really
cute.
funny bark meow. This little just wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then we were going to take the cat to the vet. And I thought, we have Ring cameras all over. So I was like, let me go on the Ring app because they have like a community place where
Alert.
people talk about their Amazon packages being stolen.
For the most part.
But sometimes people talk about their lost pets. So I had this really good picture of Birdie. So I posted the picture and was like, hey, this cat's been at our house for like over a month. We've been taking care of it, but we're going to take it to the vet to see if it's chipped. Does anybody know if it has an owner? So I post that. And then the next day, nothing happens. No hits. People are just kind of like, oh, what a nice cat. Looks so cute. And then I had to leave and go shoot a ranking with Eugene. Exclusive. So I was at Eugene's house all day. And
Drunk.
Keith, yes,
Drunk.
drunk. And so Keith then.
So I was, being my adorable self, so cute. I had picked a bunch of Thanksgiving herbs from our garden, and I had made little herb packets that I was going to drop off to my friends because, I can't have Thanksgiving with people. But I always remember when I was going to the grocery store, all the herbs were always sold out. So I was like, I will just drop off some fresh herbs, Thanksgiving herbs, to my friends. And I'd wrapped them all up. It was so cute. And I was about to go. And as I was about to go, I got an alert on my phone from the Ring app that somebody says, I think I know whose cat that is. Somebody named this person like a month ago was posting about this cat, and they posted this picture. And then they posted under that saying, yes, I've looked back at that post, and this is definitely the cat. So I was like, okay. And then they said, well, search her name on Nextdoor, which is another bizarre community app. And I downloaded it, and I've already deleted it because I hated it there. It's just a lot of people complaining about things they don't need to complain about. And but I went to try to find this lady, but she was not in my community zone. So the way the community or Nextdoor works is you join and it only lets you talk to people within a certain square mile radius of where you are. So This person was not in our radius. I mean, this cat had gone a few neighborhoods away at least. But I comment that on the ring post, but yada, yada. People talk back, and then someone says, this is my daughter's cat. And then someone said, this is my sister's cat. And then someone else said, this is my daughter's cat. I would later determine that they were the same family members. At first I was like, somebody, two different people think they own this cat.
Want this
but it was
cat.
not. And they gave me the phone number. So I texted the phone number and said, I think I have your cat. And I sent the picture and they said, yes. And then I FaceTimed that person with the cat. And I said, is this yours? Make sure you look at all angles of the cat. This is your cat. And she was very excited, wanted to come get the cat right then. And then I was like, but Becky can't say goodbye. Becky can't say goodbye to the cat.
He was drunk with me.
If you're anything like me, you love getting a good deal. I am a coupon queen. One of my favorite ways to save money is by using Honey. You're probably wondering, is that the same Honey that automatically searches for promo codes online? You mean online coupon codes? Yes, it is. With Honey, you can also make a list of all the holiday gifts you want from certain stores, and Honey will email you when the price drops on anything on your list. Just add Honey to your computer, create a free account, and throw some holiday gifts on your drop list for a chance to win. Honey will randomly select winners and give them money to help buy something on their list. Imagine this. You make a list of gifts you're going to buy for the holidays, and then someone randomly gives you the money to help buy one. Sound good? Well, that's what Honey's doing. They're helping pay for $1 million worth of gifts. I'm going to be getting my dad something cute from Eddie Bauer. I'm going to add it to my drop list. It's going to be great. No purchase necessary. You need a PayPal account to redeem prize. Only valid in the U.S. Giveaway ends 12/21/20. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/sitwithus. That's joinhoney.com/sitwithus.
And I was like, yeah, yes, you could come get the cat, but can Becky come say goodbye to the cat at your house later on?
We also love the cat.
We also love the cat. And so they came. And of course, she and her mother, so one of the people who posted on the Ring app and the girl who they told us it was, came over, got the cat. They were very sad. They were very emotional. I mean, it was happy sad, right? They were very emotional. And they said that they lost the cat in June.
That is wild. It's December.
Yeah, so it was basically 3 days before Thanksgiving is when they reunited
It's a
with the cat.
holiday miracle.
Well, Thanksgiving miracle. Apparently this cat was an indoor-outdoor cat, but they lived at their house. So the daughter lived with her mother at their house. But in June, she moved out to an apartment. And in that time, the cat got out of the apartment, and she didn't freak out at first because it was an outdoor cat. But the cat was in a new neighborhood. Didn't know how to get back to the apartment, so never came back. And we've been searching for it. And apparently, the stats say if you have lost a cat after 6 months, statistically, you should let go because statistically, it is dead. It just typically happens that if it's a stray cat.
There are lots of coyotes in LA.
Especially in LA.
So it had been 5.5 months since they lost a cat. So I think they emotionally had expected that they were not meeting this cat again. And then lo and behold, cat was totally fine. It was just chilling in our neighborhood for forever.
And
sleeping
Keith,
on
they
a towel.
told you something about the cat that people maybe came for you in the comments about the...
Oh, yeah. So I had said that I felt the cat, and the cat doesn't appear to have a chip. And everybody was like, you can't feel chips, Keith. It probably has a chip. You can't feel a chip. And I'm like, I'm petting Alfred's back. And I'm like, no, I can feel it. It's very clearly not a part of a cat in his back in this area that they can't feel things. And I didn't feel it. And then they said, thank God you didn't take it to the vet. He is not chipped. Because they not only had this cat, they had this cat's mother. This was a generational family cat. So they had this was a cat that they've raised from its birth.
Yeah.
So they've taken it to the vet to get shots, but they never chipped it because they didn't think they would lose it because it's their cat. They've had this cat. So to all those people who said I did not know if it had a chip, I knew it didn't have a chip. We were still going to go see on the idea that maybe I was wrong. But we were also trying to befriend this cat so that when we took it to the vet, it wasn't going to freak out and like run out of our car and then be lost again. So we were going to take it to the vet 5 days later, but luckily we found its owners. They've been reunited. They were both very, very happy. They were very emotional, and it was an exciting story. And I will say, I got some backlash even on the tripod. Ned and Zach were like, you shouldn't have fed the cat. But this cat needed to be fed and found and taken back to its owner. So sometimes if you feed a stray cat, you have adopted a cat. But
she a she, and was she named Bert?
Cat was apparently a boy.
It was a boy cat named.
So you
Finnick.
didn't see a vagina.
I didn't see a vagina. No. I saw a previous testicles that had been sewn up. The vestibules were now sewn up.
Got it.
And it looked quite vaginal to me. But
Insulting?
I did not ever get the cat and be like, let me take a look.
It sounds like y'all need a second cat.
Yeah,
No.
That's what I'm hearing.
I think what we learned is
They're
that we
desperate for a
shouldn't have
cat.
a second. Although it was heartbreaking. I definitely cried because I was so sad because I love the cat. Because the cat, when it was very sweet. When I FaceTimed and said, okay, your parents are coming, the cat literally hugged my leg. Like it got up, and it had never done this before, and it like wrapped its arms around my calf. And it was like putting its head on me. So I sat and I picked it up and I said, you can sit on my lap. And then the cat like literally got up and put its head on my chest and put its arm around like it was hugging me. Like it was human hugging me. It was very, very sweet.
Cute.
That's
So
cute.
cute.
And I was also like, I was not really
Nothing's cuter.
sad to see her go, but sad that, it had worked out. Because I thought like, what if I had lost Alfred?
Yeah.
What if someone found Alfred and didn't tell me? I would be and I would never know, but I would be
And just
devastated
kept
forever.
Alfred. Yeah.
Right. So I'm glad that it got back to their real owners.
Yeah.
And they said the cat's going to be an inside cat for a long time now.
Yeah.
Because it was too adventurous.
Put Birdie on a leash.
Also, somebody on not Nextdoor on the Ring app, like 5 or 6 days after I like updated it as resolved, someone like neighbor 28 went on and was like, oh yeah, this cat's been around my house for the last couple months. FYI, I've been feeding it and it even let me pet it once. So FYI, your cat was taken care of. And I wanted to be like,
Neighbor 28, we saved the cat. All right? Back the fuck
You
off.
petted it once?
We saved the cat.
I was like, it's been days, man.
We put 2 towels out for a bed.
Yeah, we
and
gave
we
him more.
gave it food and water every morning. And we went out, and we would because it's a stray cat, definitely had fleas, maybe had more things. So Becky and I would go outside, play with the cat, and come in and take her clothes off and put it in the laundry immediately, so we didn't cross contaminate the cats. So we were very committed to this cat's happiness.
You were.
Neighbor 28.
So cute.
My ass.
Neighbor 28, not cute.
Not cute.
I mean, I'm glad you fed the cat as well. That's very nice of you, but story's over.
Y'all
You're
are
not in it.
y'all are real cat people. Now.
We love cat.
know.
We love cats. We
Yeah.
love our cat.
And real cat people
And stranger
they
cat.
eventually get a second cat.
They do. I think we'll wait until we have a child. Oh, our
Yeah.
fear is that in the next few years when we start reproducing, that Alfred will attack the cat. I don't think that's going to happen.
You mean
I mean the baby.
the baby.
The baby will also be a cat.
Yeah, the baby will also be a cat.
Very cute baby. Looks like a cat.
So cute.
Wait, because Rachel, you're from Tennessee too.
Yeah.
So you're
I'm
both
from Memphis.
Tennesseans.
Tennesseans.
Tennessean.
This is the Tennessee side
Yeah.
of the pod.
Well, you're the only tense I see.
We're
Oh,
volunteers.
that
Thus
was
starts
so
our love
cute.
story.
That was so cute.
cute,
That was
cute.
cute.
So cute.
You know, when I was a child, like a baby, I think my parents probably found out I had allergies to things if I did, because I was like gone for 10 hours a day outside by myself. And they say, where were you? And I said, I think I was in a sewer, barefoot, drinking the water.
What?
Because I thought I was a dog sometimes. I was a weird kid. But that's why I think I'm a strong boy now.
You're a strong
Yeah.
boy.
Because maybe I was just constantly getting sick as a child. But I was exposed to a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
allergic
yeah.
to anything?
Just cats.
Just cat.
Just kitties.
Kitties. Anyone else? Allergies?
So I had amoxicillin, and they took me off of it, but I had like strep throat, so that's why they'd given it to me.
Mm-hmm.
So they took me off of that, and then at that time, my sore throat also cleared up. So we thought, oh, Keith's fine. But then about 5 days later, I got these weird spots on my body that weren't raised. They like weren't a rash. They were just like spots. I was like, well, what's that about? And they were even on like the palms of my hands. So I was like, well, what's this about? And we assumed I was allergic to some other medication, and this is how Tennessee it was. We were at the high school basketball game, and my mom flagged down Dr. Hensley, who was a friend of mine's mother, who was a doctor and a pediatrician, not mine, I don't think. But she flagged her over to say, hey, do you know what this is? It's a little casual basketball game diagnostic. And she said, oh, I think, she said, did you have strep throat recently? I said, yeah. I was like, we need you to go get some organ scans in the hospital right away. Because I had spotted strep, which is this bizarre type of strep throat where it leaves your throat and goes into your skin. And if untreated, it goes into your organs and shuts them down and you die. So they had to they immediately were like, get you on a different kind of thing. You're not healed yet.
You're not better.
But I felt fine, but it was on my skin and they had to check me for heart murmurs and stuff. And luckily everything was fine.
That is
and they
terrifying.
gave me some other kind of antibiotic that
I said, good luck with parenthood. Your poor mother.
Surprise! I had a weird one. That was my only weird medical scare, I think, as a child, though.
Yeah.
And it was it wasn't a problem.
Did you ever jump off a barn and break 10 bones?
I did.
No, I fractured some things. I certainly broke things. Did you ever break something?
No, I just constantly was fracturing my ankles because I jump off of things. I thought I was Mary Poppins. So I took an umbrella and jumped off a 3-story house.
A 3-story house?
Because 2 stories is that's so small.
That's lame. That's
How am I
going to
3
fly?
stories?
How am I going to fly and teach all these British kids good manners and to appreciate their parents if I can't jump off a high vantage point?
Yeah.
So I went on the top of one of my neighbor's houses, which was it was 2 stories with a really tall attic, and I jumped off I landed on the driveway too.
And you were holding an
umbrella
open
inverted.
umbrella?
Yeah.
And it didn't slow your fall?
No, in fact, I think it sped it up at some point.
It wouldn't have sped it up. It certainly didn't stop. And
No, I think I just felt like a rock and then I landed
probably
on
just fell.
and rolled both my ankles to the point where they were both fractured. But I was also a kid who I was just I don't need medicine or anything. So I just kind of hobbled around for a good few months.
That's not chill.
Not cute.
That's not cute.
Not cute.
Not cute, but it was cute. I did wear a little scarf because I thought I was Mary Poppins.
Oh, you probably look so cute.
Oh, that's
Plummeting
cute.
to the ground.
Just me screaming. Yeah.
Chiroo. Yeah.
Becky.
Yeah.
So you have some cute opinions.
I have cute opinions.
Yeah, about we often talk about who we think is cute.
Good transition.
Sometimes we sit around and we talk about
Cute boys.
cute boys. I don't get to do that as much with the guys, and sometimes and Rachel, we haven't gotten to sit around and talk about cute boys.
No, we haven't.
No.
Where's our wine?
Oh, do I have one on me?
Oh, we have all the stuff from the shoot.
I had some in my backpack for some reason, but I took it out.
The stuff from the shoot looks bad.
It was bad.
Well, Keith and I took
Alex
home
was
one of the boxes.
take whatever you want. And I was like, it looks like trash.
We killed one of the boxes.
We killed one of the boxes.
Wow, you guys.
It was a 4-day weekend.
Go.
One
Not
box.
in one go.
Yeah.
And you just told me the last thing you drank was a PBR. So you killed the box and
No, we
dipped.
started with the PBR because we were having Pizza Hut. So we had
Don't you
to.
understand? We were
Don't
having
you get
pizza.
it?
I didn't understand, but now I do.
We sometimes we frequently will do. This is the last day of bad eating. Last day of bad eating, and we'll celebrate with one more especially bad thing for you to eat, and then the next 4 days will be healthy, and then
We go back.
slowly spiral back to our ways.
Listen, as
we
long
had
as you're
Pizza Hut.
aligned on it, it's all good.
Becky was trying to eat cookies today. I just had to tell her no.
I just want those. They're Miss Fields. Miles started the day by being like, oh, by the way, Becky, there's some Miss Fields cookies here if you want to be happy. And Keith's like, she's not allowed to be happy, Miles.
Because I want us to get to the cute boy conversation, but I do want to say one thing is Becky will be like, we can't do these things, which really means, Keith, you can't eat what you like, but I'm still going to have ice cream and chocolate. And that's not a part of the diet. We're having salads, but I will still continue my bad habits. I'm like, but I want my bad habits because I'm not as interested in ice cream and chocolate.
Chocolate's good for you.
Easy for me to cut that out. That's a lie perpetuated by news stations in the 90s. They always were like, turns out wine might be good for you, more at 8. They were always doing maybe having a cookie a day is not so bad, more at 9.
I mean,
Cute boys. Okay, back to cute boys.
this fake news sounds great.
Well, we should preface this with, I get misunderstood a lot because I, as an adult, as a man in my 30s, have grown into someone who's very in touch with his sexuality. So, you know, I have had a wild time since I was out of college, right? But before that, and this is like not for everyone, right? You don't have to like people. You can be ace, you can be demi. It's my experience that I was like the least sexual person. I was so awkward. I was terrified of both girls and boys growing up. It really took me until getting to college to like get in touch with, I can like crush on someone and actually talk to them. But I remember when I was in high school, I was at a party. I never went to parties, and I was at this one party, and it was, of course, I think a choir party. And choir and band kids
Those
are
kids.
Theater and band and
Theater,
choir and band
horny.
parties are
They are
wild.
horny.
I thought in my circles, I'd be like, everyone's gonna be like me, really awkward and not understanding their bodies. And nope, they were ready to make out 7 minutes.
They've been watching those quick changes backstage.
They're in touch with
They're
their
artists.
touches.
Oh, the artists. So I was at this party, and they were like, we're gonna play Spin the Bottle.
You know, I'm not the most stylish person. I don't love going into some of those fast fashion stores. I don't even know what most trends are. But what I do know is that I like getting very classic, very simple pieces that I can keep for a really long time. That's why I love Faraday. Faraday makes high quality, comfortable clothing for life. They're sustainably minded, designing products with a thoughtful focus on fabric. The Legend collection is really legendary. This is the softest, coziest shirt I've ever worn. It's a good thing that quality stands up to everyday wear because I want to wear it every day. Buying forever is the smartest way to shop, and now is the smartest time to do it. Right now, you can get 25% off your next Faraday purchase when you go to FaradayBrand.com/sitwithus. That's Faraday, FAHERTY brand.com/sitwithus for 25% off. FaradayBrand.com/sitwithus.
And I just remember my heart just going like into my throat. I said, this is the worst situation I've ever been in. So
I'm picturing you from
Little
that
me.
one middle school photo.
oh, it's just so
that we
awkward.
recreated.
The most
The one where
awkward
you're
little
leaning
kid.
and it's
black
and
So I'm the
white.
sad little awkward kid. And they're playing. And then of course, like I guess 5 spins in, it lands on me. And I look up and I go, oh, I need to pee. And I go to the
Who
bathroom.
was it? Who had spun it?
It was
though?
just a girl in my class or something. But I go to the bathroom and then I escape out the bathroom window. And I walk home from the party.
How far was it?
Thing.
It was like a few, well, it was many blocks. We didn't have Uber back then.
Yeah.
But I went because I was so terrified because I was like, I can't kiss a girl. I can't kiss anybody. And then later I told them I got really sick and like left the house.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You went out the bathroom.
I grabbed an
window.
umbrella. I ran upstairs.
And then that's where I broke my ankles.
I tried
I jumped
to fly.
from the 3rd floor.
Yeah. So let's just say I get it. We're talking about cute boys. This is all from like, you know, a romantic crush situation.
Yeah.
You know, because even then I had like my little crushes on celebs and, you know, boys in class or girls in class. Actually, I didn't even know. But yeah.
Cute people.
Who was your childhood crush?
My childhood. Do you guys remember Devon Sawa?
Yes, from
Oh
Idle Hands
my
and
God.
Casper.
And Casper.
And Final
Casper.
Destination. Yes.
When Casper, who is voiced by an actual child, turns into Devon Sawa at the
my
end of the movie
God.
for, you know, kids who are younger than, you know, 25. If you watch Casper, it's one of the first movies with like a CGI ghost and or CGI anything. And Devon Sawa is the human form, and he's this just beautiful
Gorgeous.
guy. And he what does he do? He dances with Christina
Dances
Ricci.
with her,
Yes,
and he
he
whispers in
does.
her ear.
But he whispers in her ear with the child actor's voice. It's so weird because he's just like, hey. And then he leans over and whispers in her ear with the child actor's voice, can I keep you? Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he
don't.
could somehow part his hair down the middle and wear a necklace and look so fine.
And a flouncy shirt.
Yes.
He was part of that
He was
generation of
owning
like, which I think is kind of coming back into the zeitgeist for young people who are like crushing. It's the Leo mold.
Yeah.
Leonardo
Yes.
DiCaprio. So it's very sort of
I think
almost
Devon Sawa
waifish.
was like a
He was like
pre-Leo
a
DiCaprio.
prototype.
The
Yeah.
Sean from Boy Meets World.
Yes.
Sean. So
Ryder
it's-
Though he was
Strong,
kind
yes.
of a nerdy
So
version,
cute.
I feel like.
Yeah, but as he got older, he was.
I only crushed on Topanga on that show. I
mean-
wanted to be
Oh,
her.
I loved Eric.
Topanga.
Topanga.
But Yeah, I think that was just very much like you had the butt cut.
Mm-hmm.
You, I guess like
And like a little bit of like bare naked chest showing. There was no hair on that chest.
No, baby faced.
Baby
Could not
face.
grow hair.
I feel like it's kind of like what BTS looks like now.
BTS is in there. Timothée Chalamet.
Yes.
Timothée
Yeah.
Those are like the
Chalamet.
modern
So
examples.
they're very
of it.
thin. They're very like,
Wayfish.
but also
They're pretty effeminate.
effeminate but brooding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look a little
Yeah.
tortured.
A little tortured.
A little tortured.
Was Devin Sawa also in Huckleberry Finn?
I think you're thinking of Tuck Everlasting.
Yes.
Huckleberry.
Tuckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry.
Huckleberry.
I think he was in Tuck Everlasting with Alexis
Okay.
Bledel.
Who are your crushes?
I had 2 framed photos on my nightstand.
So personal.
Yes. And I think it says a lot about who I ended up marrying. So the first one was a young Leonardo DiCaprio, obviously, because
Oh my
he was a
God.
cutie
Just
pie,
like
hottie bo body.
When him and Romeo plus Juliet.
He and Romeo plus Juliet. Sexual awakening.
my
Oh my
God.
God. Him
The
on
way-
Growing Pains, even when he was a kid. Next to my picture of Leonardo DiCaprio was Jimmy Fallon.
the 2 heartthrobs of the 90s.
I had
Y'all,
a framed picture of
Listen,
Jimmy Fallon in
listen.
junior
No, but
high.
God,
You
y'all.
framed Jimmy Fallon?
look at any SNL vintage sketch from like circa 2000.
Yeah.
When Jimmy was like the young guy on the show.
Yep.
He was, I see it.
He was hot.
I really see it. He
I will
was
tell
hot.
you that my 20s crush was pretty much just Andy Samberg.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Get
That's
that.
good. I'm a Yorma girl. Once he was on Girls, I was like,
Yeah.
Yorma, please.
I interviewed to be a writer's assistant for Lonely Island, and I was like, I don't know if I can handle it.
Rachel, you started caressing your microphone right when you said
rubbing
Andy
it on the
Samberg
bottom.
in the most sensual manner. You know, I did that one quick cameo appearance on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes, I know you did.
And I was in the scene with Andy. And I remember when he came into the trailer, the Make My Hair Show, I looked right at him and I thought, wow, you're very attractive in person.
Yeah. I don't know. And those music videos, so clever.
Yeah, he's funny.
So funny.
He's funny.
He's funny.
Which I think
funny.
if you're a comedian, you're usually playing really goofy roles, especially on SNL as a sketch artist. So you're not trying to look hot.
Yeah.
No, but
it just
there's something
happens.
about that that's very hot.
Come on,
Is that
Bill
what it was
Hader?
with Jimmy Fallon for you?
So
I've
you
worked
like
at
guys
Bill
who are
Hader.
also like have humor and are a little goofy maybe.
And tall.
And tall.
Is Jimmy tall?
Yeah, Jimmy's tall.
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah. On my very first day at this hotel that I worked at, it was like 7 a.m. I was filling out like a quiz that they gave us. And lo and behold, Jimmy Fallon walked in.
What did you do?
I screamed in my head. But he started asking me questions about the hotel, and I was like, it's my first day.
It's my first
I don't
day,
know.
Jimmy.
Is this a test? I don't know, Jimmy.
I think God, I had crushes on everybody. I had crushes on girls too. I had
Who was
crushes on
framed on your
everybody.
Yeah,
nightstand?
who's
Well, I
framed on your
couldn't frame
nightstand.
boys on my nightstand as a child. Wasn't at that point yet. So I had a lot of like Disney Channel crushes.
Cute.
Thus,
Yeah.
Famous Jet Jackson. I was super into, and Phil of the Future was cute too.
Oh, yeah. Phil
he
the
was
Future is
cute.
very cute.
You know what? A lot of like even like Shy at some point I saw it once he got into Holes era. I was like, okay, you're
Oh,
funny.
Shia LaBeouf for
Yeah.
sure.
Especially by the time he was in Holes.
holes.
Yeah.
I think it's because
Holes.
you kind of grew up with that era of people,
Yeah.
so you see them sort of as like your friend, and as
Right.
a
As
young
a peer.
as a young
Yeah.
queer person, I was always like, I want to be friends with him.
Yeah, same.
and
I
then
would
kiss
love to be
him.
friends with Jet Jackson. I mean, this is especially if you're queer, but I think it's for a lot of young people who are not necessarily, they're just discovering their sexuality. You have multiple weird sexual awakening moments. You don't really understand it. I have a particular one where I remember watching Ricky Martin perform at the Grammys in 1999 or 2000. He performed Couple Life, Couple de Vida. And it was his American debut because he was just about to come out with Livin' La Vida Loca.
Oh, yeah.
And he was so beautiful, and he was swinging his hips in leather pants. And I remember I think I like turned and I told my sisters, I was like, I want to be his friend. I guess I kept saying I wanted to be the person's friend. I was like, I want to dance like him. I want to be his friend. I really want to hang out with him.
I really want to hang out with
Ricky
him.
Martin was a good one.
Wasn't he straight back then too?
He was too.
Yeah.
He was just figuring it
He
out.
wanted to hang out with people to and be their friends.
Yeah, he wanted to be their friends.
too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So cute.
Do you remember Sisters of the Traveling Pants 2?
Yes.
Do you know Jesse Williams in
Never
it?
saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's in Grey's Anatomy
Yeah.
now. He was like
Miles.
Alexis.
He's got really pretty eyes.
Alexis Bledel, like I believe, is painting him, and he's like the
Yeah.
model in the class. I don't know why me and my friends were watching Sisterhood as a joke, but then I liked it.
It also had the guy who played Costas, whatever his name was. He was on Veronica Mars for a hot second.
Yes, but there's just a lot of, and this is bringing us. That's bringing us more into like then we were talking about like Disney Channel crushes. That brings us into teen show crushes, which I mean, there's a wealth of that because if you're on like a hot, what do we call them? Hot murder.
Oh, Sexy Teen Murder High School.
Sexy Teen Murder High School shows. You have to be a ridiculously gorgeous.
You need to be 28
person.
years old.
But just so pretty
and ripped as
beautiful,
fuck, or
and
like
beautiful,
or the tiniest, sexiest little lady as well.
Yeah.
So my hot, sexy teenage murder high school show was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's an early Sexy Teen Murder High School.
That is sexy.
That's like one of the prototypes.
Loved that show.
And both Angel and Spike. I know there's a versus. I was like, nah, they can both be my friends.
What team? If you have to pick though, what team?
Earlier I was Team Angel, and then later I was Team Spike.
I was always Team Spike, even though he was a bad boy.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
We watched the first episode,
on,
but Spike
Tennessee.
wasn't there yet.
I watched the first episode recently, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good show, but it wasn't nostalgic for me to watch because I didn't watch it as a kid.
Got it.
I watched a lot of Nickelodeon and stuff like that growing up.
Who's your early crush? Who was framed on your bedside table?
Well, nobody. First of all, I didn't have a bedside table.
Keith just slept on a
the
towel
third
on the
child.
porch.
Whatever there was, I don't know. Everything I had was just like something we had in the house. I don't know. I think maybe the first oh my goodness, is in The Secret World of Alex Mack. In the first episode, when she turns to liquid, when she becomes unliquid, she can't travel with her clothes. So she shows she's like
I remember this.
She like unliquids and
back.
she's like naked and she's like hiding, and I was like, just naked girl. There's a naked girl. There's a naked girl. And you only
The
see
show
her,
counted on their fans having that
you
moment.
only like see her shoulders and her collarbone, but it's still
But you
it's
know.
enough
You
where you're like,
know.
oh my goodness, she's naked.
She's naked.
So maybe that, but I don't think there was any like. Probably it would be like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera because they were hot and they were like, I was like in middle school. I was like, wow, they're very hot and very famous.
Yeah.
I guess we like them.
And they're like our age.
And they're like our age. And that was definitely something. I think on all that, I don't know if I had as many crushes of like stuff. I just wanted to be them. You know, I was like watching all that and be like, I want that. That's what I want to be their friends. I want to be on that TV show.
That's
with
what
them.
Eugene was saying.
I did. I just like literally. I want to be their friends. They look like fun. Kenan Thompson looks like a romp. He looks cool. And then probably
Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
And I don't think I was ever really attracted to her, but I just thought she was amazing. I was like, wow, she's amazing.
So funny.
So brilliant.
Such a good career.
She's so funny. I was like, wow, she's funnier than everybody else on this show.
Yeah.
You know who's a real cutie? And is still a cutie?
Cute.
Who?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Cute. He's
Yes.
cute.
He is
He
cute.
is cute.
He's a cutie, and then he's like also crazy ripped,
Yeah.
but you just wouldn't think it. I thought he was cute in Donnie Darko because I'm a weirdo.
Oh, yeah.
Because
He
I
was
was like,
so
he's
cute,
so
Donnie
weird.
Darko.
And I always like, my thing when I was a kid was I thought, I'm going to like the boys who read books on trains.
Ooh, like mysterious.
Yeah,
boys.
I was
Josh
like, I like
Hartnett.
boys who like read books on trains and eat lunch by themselves.
Ooh.
There was a full week when I lived in New York City that every morning I went to the same coffee shop, and every morning Jake Gyllenhaal and I shared a newspaper. It happened all week at La Colombe in Tribeca.
And he was so cute, right?
He was
so
so
cute?
cute. And I would bring the Times in every morning and sit down to have a latte by myself. This was the last few weeks I lived in New York before I moved cross country. So I wasn't working. And every morning he was like, could I read that paper with you? And I was like, yes, Jake. Here it is.
Oh my God.
And we did it for 5 days straight. Monday through Friday.
Oh, so you basically had a romance.
Basically, we had
That's
a
a
torrid
rom-com.
love
Well,
affair.
I
Don't you
mean,
have to pay for those newspapers? Was he just like mooching?
He was mooching, but I was coming every day.
honestly, this is like the first act of a romantic comedy.
Oh yeah.
And,
yes.
Meet cute in a
and
coffee
it could
shop.
be called
Yeah.
like headline or like front page or something. You
Yeah.
know, like, and it's just about the newspaper.
Yeah.
And at the end,
Coffee shop.
you realize that he's saved all the newspapers.
We'll see. Shortly after this, I moved to Seattle. In
that's
the
why.
movie, he
And
should have.
He was supposed to chase you.
He
but
was supposed to find me.
He showed up the next Monday.
He didn't.
And he like had to buy his own fucking newspaper, and he was so pissed.
and he was so sad.
brokenhearted.
Yeah.
Get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh offers convenient, no-contact delivery to your doorstep for easy home cooking with the family. HelloFresh cuts out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips so you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in about 30 minutes. Over 90% of ingredients are sourced directly from growers to ensure peak flavor and ripeness. There's something everyone will enjoy, including 20-minute meals, low-calorie, vegetarian, kid-approved recipes, and more. They deliver pre-portioned ingredients so you're not overbuying, which is a burden on the planet and your wallet. I love the chicken ramen. It was so easy to cook. Keith and I just hung out in the kitchen, took no time at all, and there was a very little mess to clean up, which you know is my favorite. Now you can get $80 off, including free shipping at hellofresh.com/sitwithus80 and use code sitwithus80 at checkout. That's hellofresh.com/sitwithus80, code sitwithus80 for $80 off and free shipping. Not cute.
Not cute.
Yeah, in that story, by the Friday, he would have, like, I would have shown up and he would have my latte waiting for me, right? He would have bought it.
Yeah.
That also did not
That
happen.
should have happened.
That should have happened.
Jake.
That would have been how you knew.
I saw him again years later here in LA.
Did you lift up a newspaper and go like,
Remember? I was
you
working
like?
at Blue Bottle in Venice at
working
the
at a
time.
coffee
I was working at a coffee shop. I was working at Blue Bottle, and he came in one morning at like 7:02 a.m. and I wanted to be like, Jake, it's me. It's me from New York.
You should have slid him a New York Times. And
Yeah.
winked.
but like, do you want to share this?
Do you want to share this? Instead, I just gave him his coffee and he went on.
I asked everyone at the cafe, but they didn't know your number, and I've been looking for you.
I've been looking for you for years. Yeah.
Cute.
That is cool. That's a cool story. I don't have as
It didn't end the way we all hoped.
The closest cool story I have is that I smoked weed with Danny Tamborelli. That was pretty fucking dope. And that was like, because
So
as a
cute,
kid,
so
well, as a kid, he
cute,
was
so
on all
cute.
that. He was in Mighty Ducks. He was in Pete and Pete, which is like my favorite show growing up. It's like a kid's Arrested Development. I'll stand by that. And like he was very cool, and we smoked weed together. And
So cute.
So cute.
I mean, it was like he was a person I wanted to be friends with when I was a child, and lo and behold,
That's
I
very
had
cool.
a friend moment.
They became friends.
We were
Friends.
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 So you actually became friends with one.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we send each other like one text a year.
Cute. That's cute.
Eugene,
just
who was
cute.
the first person who you knew you didn't want to just be friends with them? The first famous person where you were like, nah, that's romantic.
Oh, geez, man, there's a lot. There's probably a lot that it probably cascaded after the first. I would say pretty significant is Ewan McGregor's character in Moulin Rouge.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for all of us.
Because also I kind of like I also have love for Nicole Kidman. So that whole movie
So do
was
we.
very and musicals. So Ewan McGregor in that movie is like the perfect penniless poet. He's like a archetype of romanticism, and his smile is so like he's just like bursting with light and innocence and
He's suave and
so
like
cute.
The corsets,
Yeah.
the feathers.
Yeah.
so good.
And it's so farcical at times.
Yeah.
It's like so
It's
very
really good.
playful.
And then also around the time same time he was in the Star Wars prequels as Obi-Wan, it was one of the better things about it.
Yes.
And that made like the nerd part in me go off. Because also if you're in a nerd movie.
Anakin.
Yes. Anakin. Pretty good. If you're in a nerd movie or a nerd franchise, then it makes you even hotter.
Yeah.
Does it?
Oh, yeah.
Adam Driver, come on.
She loves Adam Driver.
I
I
love
don't know
Adam
if
Driver.
I love Adam Driver.
I'm on him. Have you seen the GQ shoot where he's running?
No.
That's why I don't love Adam
I
Driver.
haven't seen him
He's running.
running.
He's running.
running.
He's
Is the
in these
running
like
good?
70s or like 80s, like short shorts.
Why aren't
tiny
those
little
the only
tops.
shorts that exist for men? The 70s and 80s got shorts right, and the rest of these long shorts need to die.
What is it, the
I'm into the
5-inch
shorter
More
shorts.
leg,
Yeah.
more leg,
More leg.
more thigh.
You've got that. He does the checklist for you. He's tall. He's got a little goofiness to him,
He has a really big mouth.
and he's got a big mouth.
Big old mouth. He's got like a big face. He kind of looks like Alfred to me. I think they look similar.
Dude.
And I would just want to take his little and give him a little kiss just on his head.
Alfred or
Both Alfred
Adam.
and Adam Driver. I love anyone in those
Alfred Driver.
superhero movies
Yeah.
or like action movies.
Because you're
Like,
associated with such a cool
Yes.
character that your hotness just it just magnifies.
exponential.
Okay, who's a celebrity that you want to be friends with right now? Like, if you could,
Friends?
yeah, they would come over. Like, oh, Eugene's coming over, Zach's coming over, Seth Rogen's coming over. We're gonna hang out. Like,
Oh, who do I just think is
like,
really
he's
cool?
super cool,
Super
and you
cool.
think you would be good friends if you had the opportunity to become friends. There's a lot that I
There's
would
a
want to be
lot.
friends.
yeah.
Let me.
Who's the guy who's Ant-Man?
And Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Oh, Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
I think
Paul
Rudd.
I think Paul Rudd and I could be friends.
Cute.
I think we would get along and like we could
Yeah.
grill some stuff together and maybe we'd like
You're
look
gonna
at
bro out.
like walk outside and like talk about some things we see. And, I don't know.
Like what, Keith?
I don't know. Maybe we'd like walk by and there'd be like somebody riding an old fashioned bicycle. Be like, whoa, that's cool. How about what do you think? Paul Rudd. Be like, I think
Yeah,
it's cool
Keith.
too.
I think that's dope.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Anyway. And then
Okay.
we'd like hold hands.
Get curious.
Get
Okay,
curious,
yeah.
see where things go. He's just funny.
Be
is.
friends.
I like his
funny.
sense of humor a lot.
Yeah. And he's cute.
He's
said-
cute and
you
he's
said
talented.
So
You said you
cute.
like Reese Witherspoon.
I do like Reese Witherspoon a lot. I
Oh,
would
she'd
friends
be
with like
fun to
Reese
hang out with.
Witherspoon. I would hang out with Zendaya.
You know who I
That's
want to
a
go on a
shit.
vacation
So fun.
with the fam? Busy Phillips and fam.
Oh my
I feel
gosh.
like she would be so fun. She has 2 cute kids.
One of them's named
Birdie and Cricket.
Birdie and Cricket. Yeah. Speaking of Busy Phillips, when we were talking about the like sexual awakening childhood, Freaks and Geeks.
Freaks and
When you
Geeks.
watched Freaks and Geeks, it was every layer of hot. You got
Yeah.
like James
yeah.
Franco, bad boy hot. You got Jason
James
Segel,
Franco.
stoner hot.
That's like a current crush.
You got a young Martin Starr. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
young
yeah.
Martin Starr.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of hot in his own way.
Do you guys have a Freaks and Geeks poster
kinda
in your
into that.
house?
We
We
have
do.
a cool, like, artistic
Yeah.
Freaks and Geeks poster
Yeah.
that we got from the store that we would like to close down.
Yeah.
I know who Eugene's celebrity he wants to hang out with is.
Rihanna.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I
See,
love Rihanna.
That girl Riri.
Rihanna.
Too cool.
I know, but
I
she would.
would be.
I like being around people who are also like just definitely cooler than me sometimes because it makes me feel like I need to keep up my light.
You know
Yeah.
that shirt
Keep
I
on my
have that has
toes.
Donald Glover and Rihanna on it from the
Yeah.
leaked photo from Guava Island? I'm teaching the girls to say Dawn and Riri. Dawn and Riri so they can recognize them. So if we ever hang out, they'll be like, Riri.
See, I couldn't hang out with someone like Rihanna or someone like Beyonce
But she would smoke so much weed with you.
She would smoke
She would-
all the weed with you.
I mean, okay, I'm back on board.
and then we
but
could talk about makeup.
in general, I think that I couldn't relax around them. I'd be too constantly trying to make
That's why
sure
you
that they
need the
approve
weed.
of who I am. Whereas, like, if Paul Rudd came over and like.
Not nervous at all.
And
Not nervous at all.
I was like wearing like a dingy shirt and I'd spilled spaghetti sauce on it. I'd open the door and he would be like, "Oh, is there any more spaghetti?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And then it would be fine. But I could not have spaghetti on my shirt
For
if
Rihanna?
Rihanna came over. Even if she showed up with a bong, I'd be like, "Rihanna, I gotta change my shirt." I got
Hold
spaghetti
on,
sauce
Rihanna. I'm
everywhere.
not ready for
Hold
you.
on, but you prep the bong.
Oh my God. This is the most weed talk you can sit with us has ever got.
Who do you think?
I
is-
know.
Who
We
do
don't
you,
really talk about weed too much.
who do you think's the cutest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Ooh.
Well, you know I love my little Tom Holland.
Tom Holland is very cute.
He's so,
so
cute. He's so cute.
He's a cutie patootie.
Him and Zendaya are like the cutest
so
leads.
cute.
Yes.
Chadwick Boseman was
Oh my god, the entire Black Panther
I
cast.
know.
Wow. Yeah.
Beyond
beautiful.
cute.
Yeah.
Beyond, yeah.
Beyond
Gorgeous.
cute.
Gorgeous.
The whole cast.
The whole cast
Lupita,
is cute.
Michael B.
Chadwick.
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan is.
Michael
You
B.
know
Jordan.
what Keith did
We
once?
actually could be friends.
Here's the thing that
I know
Keith
it's
did.
true.
We went to a party on like New Year's Eve.
I've I've heard this, but
Yeah.
I don't quite remember it.
So we were walking in from a balcony. We were with our two other friends, Chris and Jessica. We walk in, casually past this couple who's dressed really nice. They're both wearing the guy's wearing a white 3-piece suit. The girl's wearing all white as well.
Beautiful dress.
We all keep walking. Keith stops to chit chat. And so he's jazzing this couple about how cute they look and how beautiful they both
'cause
are.
everyone was
They were
dressed-
Keith wearing?
stunning.
They were all dressed nice.
We were wearing probably something goofy.
everyone at the party was just nice, but they were just
Yeah.
ultra nice.
They were,
And it was
so nice.
You have to talk about how beautiful they are because
Yeah.
they're clearly super beautiful.
Okay.
Keith's over there shooting the shit. And he comes back, and I just look at him, and I was like, "What the hell were you talking to Michael B. Jordan about?" And he
You
said,
didn't
"What?"
know.
And I was like, "And this was before Black Panther, but I think he was cast at this point, so we only knew him from Chronicle and
And what
a couple
was,
other movies
Film Station.
for Film
Yeah.
Station.
Things I didn't watch.
Yeah, we watched
Being super
Chronicle.
I
you
don't remember
should
it.
just know when someone is that beautiful, they're probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I wasn't intimidated because all I did was I went over and talked about how much beautiful his girlfriend was than he was. So I was basically just
So you were insulting.
I was
He was
kind of just
insulting
dogging him
him.
for fun, and he loved it. He was getting a kick out of it, so I leaned in. So I was just doing more jokes about how the jokes were.
Can't take this guy
And I am
anywhere.
my mouth is just wide open, staring but not staring. And I'm looking at my friend Jessica, and I'm like, "What is he doing? Why is he talking to him?
So
I
Becky,
gotta go get
you
him."
recognized him immediately.
I think I even went.
I recognized him when I walked in the party.
Okay.
I was like, "Well, Michael B. Jordan's standing over there. Okay, be cool."
I think it's so fun.
Keep
I was
going.
like, dude, don't even worry about it. She's very attractive. You're not that bad looking. You look good. And don't worry about it. And but clearly you both are the best looking at the party. We get it. But she's so much better looking than you that you shouldn't feel so excited about it.
That's why we can't take Keith places.
And he was laughing, and his friends were laughing, and she was laughing. I thought we were just having a good time. And then turns out it was Michael B. Jordan. But you know what? That's cool. It's cool. See, and that's why I think if I knew he was Michael B. Jordan, I would have had a harder time joking around with him.
Yeah.
But I didn't. So it was just some nice guy.
Are you bad at recognizing celebrities in the wild?
I don't know anybody. I don't know anyone. I'll talk to anyone and everyone who's near me. And I don't really, if I don't know who they are, great. Sure.
I had a lot of crushes on animated characters.
Ooh.
You would.
Yes. And I think it's pretty common for kids. Okay, so for Disney,
Is it
we'll
the
start with
Robin Hood?
Disney. I had a big crush on Aladdin.
We all
He's in
did.
my top 3.
And Jasmine.
And Jasmine.
Yeah.
I was very
And the tiger.
yeah. Prince Eric, obviously.
Obviously.
And Ariel.
Yeah.
I guess they're all very attractive.
I mean, they're drawn well.
Li Shang, Mulan. Was the
Yeah, he was
shirtless
hot.
and
He was
then
a brick.
also
The fox from Robin
the fox
Hood.
from Robin Hood without the pants. He was very sexy. Yes, you get the fox from Robin Hood.
Oh,
was
the lady
problematically
fox
sexy.
is also.
I'm gonna have to
they
rewatch
made them
Robin
foxes.
Hood.
You make it a fox, the fox is gonna be cute.
Foxes are hot.
If you watched outside of Disney, there was Anastasia.
Yeah, she
love
Anastasia
interest
was
in that.
beautiful.
The love interest that was very cute.
Yeah.
And I think even beyond that, now that I think of it, Henry Cavill, who plays Superman, he was in something called The Count of Monte Cristo as his first role, and he was 18, and I was young as well. And I remember seeing him going, "That boy is going to be so beautiful when he gets older. Is beautiful."
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's Superman.
Yeah.
wow.
But
He
he's
is
like
beautiful.
he's like in gay universe, he's like
Mm-hmm.
he's like what you call he's just perfect looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a superhero. man.
Superman.
It's
Superman.
literally
Superman is
yeah.
the archetype.
It's the opposite of the being attracted to someone because they have a little goof to them.
Yeah.
That's more like you are a chiseled statue.
Yeah, he's the embodiment of a Ryan Murphy production.
Exactly.
If Ryan Murphy is
Any of
attached to a
those.
show, someone that looks like Henry Cavill
Yeah.
Will be
That's
cast.
true.
will be cast.
Clark
Yeah.
Kent will be in it.
I remember seeing I did have one hidden poster in my room. It was a
Where'd you hide it?
It was a Calvin. So I used to hide oh God, I can't believe I remember this. I used to hide the Calvin Klein underwear boxes because they would have the torso of a man.
It does have
Yeah.
sexy men
They're
on it.
very
They're very strong.
those
Strong
torsos,
boys.
guys. And I remember I took
And the bulge.
the bulge.
There's quite a bulge.
And I remember I had a couple things. I think I had a couple of spreads from I think even Polo Ralph Lauren of Tyson Beckford.
Mm-hmm.
and he was shirtless in a couple.
Yeah.
So I kept some of those. I think I had a picture of Keanu Reeves somewhere.
What?
Yes.
From like Speed era.
What?
Speed.
Keanu is a beautiful man.
Beautiful.
He's strong.
Especially in Speed, he's like driving the
Oh my
bus
gosh.
and he's jumping. He was doing his own
And him and
stunts,
Sandra
too.
had such good chemistry.
Yeah. I think they, did you
gotta
see
watch
the
out
thing
for
on
that.
They had a
Aladdin?
secret crush on each other. I was like,
lit up.
Can you imagine
Keanu,
if they were gonna
Sandra. Yeah, I had a lot of
But he's
weird little
goofy
things
too.
hidden under my mattress.
I do think, there is something to be said about the various garbage mail that you would get, whether there were like Victoria's Secret catalogs or things that, like the just catalogs that came in the mail.
Yeah.
But even more so, when I was at some age and I realized that they fucking televised the Victoria's Secret fashion show, and I was like, there's thongs on the TV. And
You just your head explode.
it was an exciting day.
Well, on that
this
note,
I knew when it was on every year. They let you know. And you're like, okay.
Keith was sad that it was canceled this
It was,
year.
yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was so
Poor
cute.
guy. So
It was
cute.
So cute.
So cute.
So cute.
You know who played on one of those fashion shows?
Taylor Swift.
Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes.
So cute.
So cute. He's so cute.
Shawn
And
Mendes.
on that note, this was so cute, you guys.
This was so cute.
This was so
It
cute.
was nice to sit with us.
Yes, thank
It
you
was
for
nice to sit
joining
with you.
with us.
Thank you for inviting us onto your show.
Anytime.
You're so cute.
And all of our listeners who came over, make sure you subscribe so you can sit with us. They need the love. And if you haven't heard of us, we are on the Tripod. We are the Try Guys.
They're
And
the
you come
Try
on over.
Guys, you guys.
We are guys who try stuff.
Yeah.
Tryguys.com.
Tryguys.com/movie.
You know, we always sign off just with like a cute thing, but we've
Yeah.
never had a theme song.
No one's ever sang for us.
I wonder if someone wanted to sing for us.
if two
today.
people wanted to sing for us, it would be extra cute.
That would be really cute.
very cute.
Okay.
Okay.
We want to sit with you. We could do it on a bus.
Hey, baby.
And
Ooh, I wanna
if
sit with you, baby.
you were to choose to,
Yeah.
you could sit with us. Or you can sit with us.
podcast
Fuck!
ever. Cutest podcast.
You can sit with us.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.